Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to learn about one of the most useful and powerful HTML elements, and that is the HTML picture element. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because by the end of this video you will have a complete understanding of what the picture element is, why we use it, how it works, and how you can use it in your own projects. So without any further delay, let's get started. Alright, so first of all, let's understand what exactly is the HTML picture element. The picture element is an HTML tag that allows you to define multiple image sources for a single image on your web page. Now you might be thinking, we already have the image tag to display images, so why do we need a picture element? This is a great question, and I am going to answer that right now. The problem with a regular image tag is that it only allows you to specify one single image source. Okay, that means no matter what device your user is on, whether it is the large desktop screen, a tablet, or a small mobile phone, the browser will always load that same single image. Oh, this is a big problem because number one, a large high resolution image that looks great on a desktop will be unnecessarily heavy and slow to load on a mobile device. And there is another problem that sometimes the same image does not look good on all screen sizes. For example, a wide landscape photo might look beautiful on a desktop, but when the same image is squeezed onto a small mobile screen, it becomes too small and unrecognizable. So the picture element was introduced to solve exactly these problems. It gives you full control over which images display depending on the screen size, the screen resolution, or even the image format that the browser supports. Okay, so now let's talk about the basic syntax of the picture element. So the picture element works as the container. Okay, let me create a container here. So inside this container, you write one or more source elements. Okay, so let me write here the source element, and then at the very end you always write an image tag. Okay, at the very end. So uh, here is how it looks. Okay, so you need here the media as an attribute, and you are going to set here the minimum width. As you can see, we are going to set it to 800 pixel. Okay, so you need a colon. Then you are going to define here the source set as an attribute, and for example we have an image like flower dot png dot jpg. Okay, so you can also add another source. So let me write here source media. I'm going to set here the minimum width would be for example 400 px, and then I'm going to set the source set. You can add multiple images or you can add a single image. Okay, it's only up to you. So okay, so now what we need, you always write an imaged element at the very end. Okay, so let me write here image. I'm going to set here the source text, the image of the flower. Okay, so I'm gonna close it. So let me now explain each part of this code in detail. So as you can see, the source element, okay, is used. This is, as you can see, this is used to define a specific image source with certain conditions. The browser reads each source element from the top to bottom and uses the first one whose condition matches the current situation. Okay, the source element has a few important attributes. Let's go through each. As you can see, there is a media attribute. So media attribute works exactly like a CSS media query. It lets you specify a condition based on the screen size. Okay, for example, as you can see, if you write media minimum width 800 px, it means hey browser, use this image source only when the screen width is 800 pixels or more. Okay, if this condition is true, the browser will use this source and will not even look at the other sources below it. Okay, now we have a source set attribute. So source set attribute is where you provide the actual path or URL of the image you want to display when the condition is met. So if the screen size is large, you give it a large high quality image. If the screen is small, you give it a smaller optimized image, as I have told you earlier that you can add one single image or the multiple images. Okay. So there is another attribute, the type. Okay, so type attribute actually is used when you want to provide images in different file formats. So for example, some modern browsers support the WEBP file, okay, format, which is a newer and more compressed image format, but older browsers do not support WebP. Okay, so you can use the type attribute to tell the browser, use this WebP image if you support it, otherwise fall back to a regular JPEG. Okay, so here is we have a demo that how it looks like. You just need to set here, for example, I'm gonna set another source. Okay, now what you need to write here the source set, and for example, in the source set I'm going to give it a demo image, and that is image WebP. Okay, and I'm gonna set here the type attribute. So I'm gonna set here the type would be, for example, image and then WebP. Okay, so you can add the, and I'm gonna close this tag. So in this example, if the browser supports WebP, it will use image.webp. If it does not support WebP, it will simply ignore the source tag and fall back to the image tag and display the images as you have given. Okay, so now this is important. Always include an image tag as the last child inside the picture tag. As you can see, we have added here. So first purpose is that it acts as a fallback if none of the source elements match, or if the browser is an old browser that does not even understand the picture element, the image tag will be displayed instead. Okay, so you must use this ensures your image always shows up no matter what. So another purpose here is that there is an alternative attribute that you write on the image tag describes the image for screen readers and accessibility tools. And as you can see, the source elements do not have alternative. As you can see, the source elements do not have alternative attributes. So the image tag is the one responsible for providing that accessible text description. Okay, so in this way you can add images in the picture element, and I think that is everything you need to know about the HTML picture element. I hope this video was helpful, and now you have a complete and solid understanding of this topic. If you found this video useful, then please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you have not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.